What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out one of the latest security cameras from EZVIZ. What we have here today is called the EZVIZ C8c. So this security camera offers a 3K recording resolution. That means that all the footage that the camera will be recording will be nice and crisp. And it doesn't matter if the camera is recording during the day or at night, all the footage is nice and crisp. And of course throughout this video I will be showing you some sample videos that I've done during the day and of course at night. The security camera also offers 360-degree panoramic coverage. That means that the camera can spin around, tilt up and down as well. So most security cameras that you're buying these days are static security cameras, so they basically point in one direction. Well, that is not the case with this one. So this one can actually move around, and if it does spot someone moving in front of it, it will actually track that person. So let's say that someone is coming from the right or from the left here, the camera will spot them and then it will track them wherever they go. So very important, because with a lot of security cameras, as soon as you step out from the field of view of that security camera, you cannot be seen. Well, that's not the case with this one, because this one will actually track you wherever you go. So if you go left, if you go right, if you go up, if you go down, the camera will track you constantly. Another very important thing about this security camera, and I'm sure that a lot of people will care about this, including myself, is the ability to use the security camera without a monthly subscription or yearly subscription, without any subscription whatsoever. Now, they do offer some cloud subscription if you want it, but you don't necessarily have to use it. So the camera itself can actually take an SD card, and the SD card that the camera can take is up to 512 gigs. Personally, I've been using a 64 gig SD card, but you can install an SD card up to 512 gigs. And 512 gigs will give you a lot of recording time. So basically, if you want to download footage that's been stored on that SD card inside the security camera, you just open the EZVIZ app and you can download all that footage on your smartphone. Alternatively, you can also remove the SD card from the camera and you can plug it into your computer and download the footage that way. But of course, the easiest way would be to just download the footage through the app, and then you have the footage right on your phone or tablet. And since we are talking about the app, from the app there you can actually customize absolutely everything about the camera. So you can have the camera tracking just people, you can have the camera tracking vehicles, you can have the camera send you notifications for all movements or only for certain things that go in front of the camera. So for example, you may only want to get notification if a person walks in front of the camera. So all that is very customizable from the app. Now from the app there you can also move the camera left, right, up, down as well. But there are also up to 12 points of preset movements basically. So you can have one preset where the camera turns towards the driveway, you can have another preset where the camera turns towards the front door, another one towards the garden or anything like that. So you have up to 12 of those points and you just click and the camera goes there by itself, so you don't necessarily have to move the camera manually every single time. But if you do want to move the camera manually, you want to look around left, right, see what's happening on your property, you can also do that from the app as well. Alright, so taking a super quick look at our security camera. So basically in the box you get everything you need, so you can install this and get it going right away. Of course, you're gonna get some screws so you can mount this mount onto the wall or onto a ceiling somewhere. It really depends where you want to mount this. You basically have unlimited possibilities of mounting this. And of course the camera itself is also waterproof, so it doesn't matter if it rains on it, if it snows on it, it will be fine under any weather conditions, let's say. As I said, this can spin left, right, up and down as well. And it also has infrared LEDs, but it also has some super bright lights as well. From the app there you can actually select if you want the camera to use just the infrared LEDs or a combination of the infrared LEDs and these bright lights that the camera has. As a deterrent for someone that comes onto your property, it's probably best to have those bright lights turning on, because then you can actually see the bright lights following you. So of course that's definitely a deterrent. Talking about those bright lights and those infrared LEDs, of course, with that the camera will be able to see everything really well, even in complete darkness. And these are some examples of recordings that I've done at night. Well, the camera has done them. I was just basically walking in front of it, so it starts recording it. So basically, as soon as the camera senses any motion, it will start recording whatever is happening there, and it will also track that motion. So if it's a person, it will track the movements of that person on your property, basically, or as much as the camera can turn. Coming back to our security camera, of course, in the box, you're gonna find the power adapter for the camera. And if you do have an Ethernet cable, you could connect this directly to the internet, to the Ethernet cable. However, I know that that is a bit more difficult in most situations. The camera also offers Wi-Fi connectivity, and it actually has really good Wi-Fi connectivity. Even if you're further away from your router, it still connects to your home's Wi-Fi. I believe the manufacturer says that it has coverage up to 220 meters away from your internet spot there. But here where I use the camera, it works pretty much anywhere where I positioned it. So if you do not have access to an Ethernet cable wherever you mount the camera, you don't necessarily have to use that. You can just use the camera's Wi-Fi. Another feature worth mentioning is the ability to have a two-way conversation through the camera. So let's imagine for a second that you have the camera installed by your front door and you get a delivery. You can actually talk to that delivery person through the camera speaker and the microphone. So that's definitely a handy feature. And the camera also has a feature that you have to enable from the app, where an alarm will sound and the lights will be flashing if the camera senses an intruder. This is a feature that I like turning on at night, because technically at night nobody should be on my property, and I obviously want to know if something happens at night while I'm sleeping. So that's definitely a great feature to have and enable from the app as well. So there you have it. This was a super quick look at the EZVIZ C8c security camera. For its price, it does offer really good value, and I absolutely love the fact that I don't need a subscription in order to use the camera, in order to have all that footage stored inside the camera as well, and I can access the footage at any time and download it on my phone. As always, there will be some links in the video's description so you can check this out as well. Thanks EZVIZ for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.